I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Doing great. All right, here we go. We're going to the ice tonight, 10 Eastern time, as the Canucks here will host the Avalanche. Avalanche favored here, 150, total 6.5.
Yeah, sure. We'll give this little small card, two-game card today, a try here. It's Avalanche versus the Canucks. Avalanche coming into this one, riding a three-game winning streak, scoring 4, 6, and 7 goals in those victories versus a Canucks team here that lost to Tampa Bay but are on a 4-game homestand here. They've been averaging about 4 goals over the last 5 games here. The Avalanche goalies, though, haven't really fared so well. Starting goalie Gordiev, he's 0-3 versus the Canucks here in his last games out. But the Canucks here, they're still allowing, about 3 goals per game. But they do have the ninth most goals score here this season. But they are 30th yet in goals against. But are sixth in shooting percentage. So they've been, kind of playing well enough to stay in games, not always, well enough to actually win them. Been playing pretty well on the puck line here this season. But I am going to take a look at the total today. The over head to head in this one is 5-0 to the over in Vancouver. It's also 4-1 in the last 5 here overall. I'm going to take over the 6.5 goals today, Tony.
All right, Mindy says go over the 6.5 goals here in this one here between Calgary here. I'm sorry, Colorado. I always like to get these Canadian teams here. Calgary's always on the mind. It just seems to be the discussion of everybody this season with these Calgary Flames. But Mindy here going over the total over 6.5 here with the Avalanche here and the Vancouver Canucks. And of course, looking at this one here with Colorado here in this one, they had that game here 2 nights ago here against Calgary. That was what I was referring to. They put up pretty good defensive performances, but part of it, and it has been pretty good, right? Giving up 1 to Calgary, 3 to Detroit. They shut out Ottawa in recent games, so
Right.
they've gotten some pretty goaltending of late.
Well, and that's some of it, right? I mean, because the Avalanche has been kind of notoriously kind of an under team here, but as of late, they've been really, I think, overperforming here offensively, right? I mean, the Canucks are the reliable over team in this matchup here. But again, it's, if I take a look over their last, 9 here, the Avalanche are, 5 to the over, 4 to the under. Canucks are 5 to the over, 2 to the under. In the last times they played here, January 5th, it was a 4-2 Vancouver victory. Then on November 3rd, it was a 3-4 victory by the Avalanche here. And I just think putting up, almost 6 goals a game over their last 3 is really kind of be the deciding factor here to kind of push this one over the total as well.
Yeah, there's some issues defensively, definitely here with Vancouver, with giving up 5 to Tampa Bay,
Yeah.
and then 3 Carolina, 4 to Florida, 5 to Tampa Bay, 5 to Pittsburgh, 7 to Winnipeg. So you can see where it's going here. It's been the defense on the other end here on the other side. Avalanche Canucks over 6.5. This one will have a start time here of 10 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at TonySpix.com for tonight's action. Look at these results here: 2,101 units of profit last 3 days. That is all documented over at TonySpix.com. Mindy's been on absolute fire tonight. We have a couple on the ice. So we have small college basketball. Some big schools in action, but a lot of mid majors in action tonight as well. I think there's only one Big East game tonight, but then A10 in action as well. Then a lot of small conference, and then we get into that big NBA card with 9 games on the board heading into a football weekend. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Well, I am taking the day off here in NHL. Gave out my, best play that I could come up with here today, but it's kind of on the verge, right? Not quite meeting that, premium, variances, I would say. And then also taking the day off in college basketball here as well. It seems like that's kind of been the theme for me on Fridays on the smaller cards. Haven't been able to, find too much. I have a couple, that interest me, but I think I'm not going to be in college basketball here today, but I'm in pretty heavy in the NBA here today. Found 5 games, so put a 5-pack together, along with my guaranteed best bet there as well. But again, been pretty happy with where we've been performing in NBA. Like you said yesterday, Ramon's on top the last 30 days. I'm right behind him, getting closer. I was 1-0 yesterday. eight 826 units over the last 30 days and 1256 here this year. So I think I've been really seeing the card nice. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about where we're looking here today with these 5 plays. And then also make sure that you go ahead and take a look at some of these longer term passes. It's a really good time to get these, NFL plays like you've been talking about over the next 3 days here. Cover you for the weekend, get all my plays there. Also, maybe a 7 day. As you can see, the numbers I've been performing pretty well over the last 7 days, the last 30 days. So it's a good time to get up on those right now. If you buy one of those longer term packages, you get the bigger bang for your buck. You get all of my plays. It makes those, amounts a lot smaller per play, so you can put more profit there in your pocket as well. So yeah, make sure you go ahead and take a look at tonyspicks.com and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save you some additional cash as well.
That's right. Get on board here with Mindy Hahne over at Tony's Picks. Of course, we put the results up here again here. Fantastic results. 2,101 units of profit. All sports combined here over the last 30 days. Mindy's been on an absolute tear here, showing profit for the year. Last 7 days, even a winning day yesterday. NBA, big results in NBA, 826 units of profit the last 3 days. You can all verify this by going to Mindy's handicapper page over at tonyspicks.com, which we'll put up here again. I know we focus here on a lot with sales packages, but you can verify these numbers here on the leaderboards, on the homepage, leaderboards on the handicapper pages, and of course pick history here at the bottom as you can go ahead and verify all this. Very few handicappers do this. I don't want to say we're the only ones. Many of them do, of the multi-cappers. There are very few sites will document plays from cappers, and we do it. That's something that we believe in, and it's all transparent there for you to see. So these records are validated there on the site. You can see. Matter of fact, when these games go final, they're graded immediately, almost immediately. I think a minute or 2 minutes after they go final, you'll see the results there. So that's a great way to roll there. Get on board with Mindy over at Tony's Picks up tonight. She does have an NBA 5-pack up there. Also, a best bet up there. You see that in orange. That's a profit guarantee, meaning it must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credited back in your account for site credits. That is a profit guarantee. Also, as Mindy was mentioning, the long-term pass. Here we are on a Friday. A very good time to pick up that 3-day all sports pass. You get all of Mindy's premium plays for 3 days. You get all of our Friday action. Saturday is loaded up, right? We got the divisional round playoffs, right. Big college basketball cards, big NHL cards. Even the NBA throws 7 games up on the board, so it's a monster card. And of course, the weekend again with the Sunday divisional round and more of the other sports as well in there. So big weekend coming up. So go ahead and get that 3-day all sports pass. You can use the promo code, save you some money. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and then you'll land right on Mindy's page and go ahead and get signed up as you can check out all their offerings here for today and coming up for this weekend. All right, Mindy, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at the Tony's Picks. Mindy, morning's team show is off today. Back tomorrow with a monster card. Of course, we do have the Discord up. We have a lot of people. I think there's 21 at last check that have signed in there. A lot of you can continue the conversation there on the Discord after the show and throughout the night. We've seen a lot of posts up there. And of course, on Saturdays, there's these big college basketball cards. You're kind of looking for a lot of the members there to kind of chime in on what they like you to cover.
Right, exactly. And yeah, and I'm glad that we do everything, on. Right. Because I think the biggest thing here, hi Ramon, is that we have to trust each other, right? And that's why they come back to you, Tony, over and over, because they can trust you, trust your results. And the same thing with us. If those records aren't there, they're not going to be able to trust us in our information because they want to find trustworthy folks in order to go ahead and do their due diligence and be able to make the best plays out there. Because we want this to be a whole, winning community. We're not, it's us against you. We want everyone as a collective here to win at Tony's Picks. So yeah, make sure you find me on Twitter. There's going to be another play in the NBA here today, so you can find that one there. Go ahead and do the like and follow, and go ahead and retweet those picks as well to help us out gain some more following there on Twitter. And then make sure you find us on the morning's team every Saturday through Thursday. I got to hibernate a little bit overnight so I can get well rested for the big week here coming up again. And yes, it looks like we are going to have always these smaller cards on Friday, so we have giant ones, a big show for you tomorrow morning here on Saturday. But yeah, check us out on Discord. There's lots of folks there. Ask us any questions, what your feelings are on games, if you just want to talk to other folks. We hope it's going to be a big community of winners here in Discord. And then also, I appreciate Ramon. He always gives us the latest updates, all of the Steam. And that's also valuable information that we don't want to miss out on as well. So make sure you sign up for Discord, totally free. And again, it's just a place where you can ask, folks all of your questions. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Woke up to like 53 messages this morning. So how can I beat that?
That's right. Community here, building here on, forming here on Discord. So the conversation continues when we're off the air over on our Discord channel. And of course, we'll put maybe Ramon can put the link in there. I forgot to get the link in the chat room. We'll get the link there in the chat room for you guys so you can sign up and continue the conversations there. A lot of picks, a lot of Steam plays there from Ramon. As well, and of course, again, looking for your input here for the Saturday show on the Morning Steam. Just hit the Morning Steam. We have two channels: Tony's Picks, which is sports of a general forum, and then we have the Morning Steam, which is for the Morning Steam show. Any questions there from Mindy, Ramon? They're very active there, so go ahead and post in the games you like covered on college basketball. They'll cover the NFL, they'll cover the NBA, the NHL, but again, they're not going to cover all 150 college basketball games. So let them know what you like covered. And of course, Mindy does put down I saw that the other day where she put down the show list in there as well. What is covered. You're not going to put the picks in there because you got to watch the videos to get the picks. Right? You got to watch the video, right? Because then no one will watch the show.
They'll just give everything away.
Right? Because they'll just go to the Discord, get the plays, and not watch the show. Right? That's how you got to watch the show. Right. So there, and also the recaps are in the show, not in the Discord. So again, the conversation continues. You guys want to post your picks? We welcome the picks here in there as well. Late Steam, other folks' picks. I mean, we get a lot of great information, especially from you folks that live in those regional areas, like I think Butterscotch in the Chicago area, where they get a lot of great information. They know the great sources over there, so people will chime in, hey, I'm from this part of the town, I really follow this team very closely, or I'm in the stands for this game and I see this happening. That can happen too, right?
Exactly.
That's what can happen as well. So lots happening there, guys, and make sure you guys check us out there on the Discord. It's a lot of fun there getting involved in that conversation. Of course, make sure as well that you follow Mindy on the Twitter, Tony's Picks Mindy, more content there as well. So something for everyone around the site. And of course, tune in that Morning Steam tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, Mindy, as always, great having your show. Continue that great success, and we'll talk with you again on Monday. All
right, thank you. See you then. Have a good weekend.
You as well. Mindy Hahne here on Game Day Picks. Guys, with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications.